Welcome back to another episode of Moussa and Friends. And today we have a very special guest in studio. Who do we have here today?
You have Tracy?
I have Tracy,
Yes, Tracy Obonna. I'm here.
Tracy Obonna. Hi. I
Yes.
want to start like we always have one question when we start in this episode of Moussa and Friends.
Okay.
Who is Tracy?
Okay. Tracy is, a young lady just doing her thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah, doing my thing. Well, I'm an actress
Yeah.
and things like that.
But that kind of intro,
I
you're so
know.
humble for
I
it.
know.
You're so humble. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Wow.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm gonna spoil it. She's just not doing her thing. She's doing big things.
Trying. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm trying. Yeah.
Shang, so you're saying you're an actress.
Yes, an actress.
Okay, which kind of first of all, let's define an actress.
Mm-hmm.
Who is an actress? Like which kind of movies do you do?
I do right now. I do actually all types: action films,
Yeah.
thrillers.
Action
I
films,
love trailers. Yeah. Comedy. I haven't really gotten into comedy yet.
Yeah.
But there can be some comedic moments.
Yeah.
In some of my films.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've seen some of your movies.
Yeah.
Tell us about Arena Wars.
Oh, Arena Wars. Ooh. Yeah, so Arena Wars, amazing. Yeah, it's a film that I'm in. It's a Hollywood film.
Okay.
With some Hollywood actors in it. So it was like almost like the first time I got to like act with them.
Yeah.
And so it's amazing. You guys should go check it out. Yeah.
How is it? Explain to me, because for me, someone who tells me like an African actor, black actor,
Yeah.
we don't think of those futuristic kind of movies.
Right.
How do you blend into that role?
Right. I guess you could say I auditioned.
Yeah.
And I studied the characters, and I've also like it's been a dream of mine so long. So when I got the opportunity, I was like, okay, this is it. Just make this happen and have fun with it.
Yeah.
So and also studying, different acting types and
Yeah.
playwrights and stuff. So that's kind of
How different is it, like being in a Hollywood movie
Mm-hmm.
and being in a Nollywood movie?
the difference.
What's the big difference?
Big difference, I would say, maybe just demographics.
Yeah.
Because there's and also just maybe like the historical part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Hollywood industry goes a little bit further and than the Nollywood. But the Nollywood is doing its thing though.
Yeah. He's doing
Yeah,
his thing.
it's on the rise. I've seen, the growth of it.
Yeah.
And I love it. Amazing.
Okay. Let me put you on the spot. What's your most favorite Nollywood movie this year?
This year,
Yeah.
my favorite Nollywood movie would be, let's see. I like The King's Horseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. It was not bad. I liked Ochakor.
Of course.
Yeah,
I've
yes.
watched it. Yeah.
Those are my favorite ones. For now. Yeah, Blood Sisters was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones.
You know my favorite?
Which one?
The one that got me. Like I was like, okay, now Nollywood, we are like somewhere there, like in terms, not even somewhere. I'll say we are there. We have no opening new doors. New doors was King of Boys.
Oh, King of Boys, yeah, the lady. She's
Yeah.
in a movie that I'm in.
Yes.
Double Dekoi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was coming to that.
Okay.
I'm bringing you.
Yeah,
I'm bringing
she's in it. You're the lady,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, King of Boys is good too. Mm-hmm.
I've watched that. Oh, that's when I was like, okay, it kind of changed the demographics of how growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
I was used to watching like these other Nigerian movies whereby it's always about love. Someone is
Yeah.
always in love with someone. Like the script was always different, but we know this person will always end up with this person. Like,
Right.
But then now starting seeing King of Boys and now seeing like actors like you now in futuristic movies, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we're going somewhere.
We're going. Yes, we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
she's
also
in
know
it.
you're not just an actor, you're also a model, right?
Yeah, I also model. And yeah, I'm humanitarian too.
Humanitarian too.
Yeah.
Explain that to us.
Meaning like I promote peace.
Yeah.
I use like my arts and my
Yeah.
craft to bring people together.
Yeah, exactly.
And just have a great time and
Yeah.
just be peaceful. I'm sort of a hippie, so I like that atmosphere of
Yeah.
like everyone just, that time
Yeah.
of like the late 70s, early 80s. I love that era. I'm addicted
70s
to,
and 80s.
I'm addicted to that era. I'm addicted to it. I don't know. Movies, the films, the fashion, everything.
Even
Like
the
take me back.
music.
Yeah. Ooh,
Everything. What's your favorite music in the 70s and 80s?
ooh, I love Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
All her Shaka Khan songs. Yeah. Any Love with the Rufus, her band, her
Yeah.
1970s band, yeah. Blondie, yeah. Who else? Those are like my favorites. Diana Ross,
Diana Ross.
yeah.
Okay, let's go Afrobeat.
Afrobeats,
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Hmm. See, I don't really have favorites. I like
Okay, some of you, like if you're to open your Spotify or Apple
Okay,
Music
yeah.
right now.
I like Davido, Wizkid, techno.
Techno, yeah?
Yeah. So those are like my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go back to acting. Would you say acting is a skill or a talent?
Both.
Both?
Both.
Okay.
It's a skill because you literally you could be trained for it. It's
Yeah.
lots of training, and it's a talent because some people are really naturally good at it.
Yeah.
And so if you're good at it, I mean, it's a good thing. Like for me, I need to get better.
Yeah.
I need to get better. Like times I'm like, ooh, like it's obvious, it's obvious, it's obvious. So, I gotta work on my skill. So
Yeah.
that's where the skill comes in.
So you're saying like you can have the talent, but you also need to build it as a skill too.
Yeah. You have
So
to have
they
a
all
skill.
go both hand in hand.
And it's a skill. You have to, like knowing when to cry on cue,
Yeah.
knowing all these different things, using your body language, and also wanting something from that character. Like my acting teacher would always say, "What do you want? What do you want? What does your character want? You got to want something." So in you wanting something and that character not wanting it or wanting it, that's the conflict.
Okay.
So so it makes the scene juicy. That's what makes it juicy.
Yeah.
So like skills like that, I need to work on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to write a script for your own movie, what character would you give to Tracy? That will be like, yeah, this is I want to be this in this movie, and I want to execute this.
Biopic.
Biopic.
I want to do a biopic.
Yeah. What's biopic? Explain.
Biopic, like a biography.
Yeah.
On maybe like the Pointer Sisters or like Eartha Kitt
Yeah.
or a remake to Diana Ross's film Mahogany.
Wow.
Yeah, 1975. So that's the kind of roles I'm trying to like get it going. I want to remake Mahogany so bad. It's before its time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's before its time. 1975, but it's like
What makes it so
now.
special compared to like what's coming out right now? What makes it so special that it came out before its time?
Yeah, because of like the message behind the film.
Yeah.
And the characters.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It also has to do with there's like scenes of like political aspects of it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of that's in it with Billy D, Williams, and Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was produced by Barry Gordon
Very good.
of Motown. Yeah, he produced it for her. And Lady Sings the Blues, 1973, she was nominated for an Oscar for that, but she didn't win it. I know, see, I'm so obsessed with that era.
I have all the sisters who've watched like those kinds of movies. I came to watch them and understand them later in life and appreciate them. When you're a kid, you don't really understand them. When you grow up and you understand, then now you start watching a movie when you're looking for the message, just watching it for the thrill.
Yes.
Wow. So as a female actor, what are some of the challenges you go through?
Oh, okay. Challenges. I guess. Okay. Knowing like your boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to be strict with your boundaries. Like, certain roles that you take on and certain characters you play. Like, I have certain characters and roles like I won't play, I won't touch.
Yeah.
And so sticking to that can be challenging because you're like, oh, but if I don't take it, someone else will, so that's a little bit challenging. And also like blending in like your acting life with
Yeah.
like your family life.
Or
It's
abroad.
challenging. Yeah, it's been challenging for me in that aspect of it, like your love life,
Yeah.
things like that. You know, your significant other has to support you and be understanding to know it's just work. You leave
Yeah.
it at the door when you come in, you know,
Yeah.
that's another challenging part. And what else? Challenging. What challenges do I face? Like timing. Don't take on too much,
Yeah.
you know, things like that, like workload. But that's usually it.
Yeah. So tell us about the movie Dekoi.
Oh, Double Dekoi, yes. It's a new film that's
Yeah.
up and coming. And I play in this film. I play a wife. And it's a thriller. It was filmed in Nigeria and in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Wow.
So
So you had to fly to go to Nigeria, then come back to Atlanta.
yeah, to film it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it stars me, the Sola
Yeah.
Obonna lady, Keno, and Terry Cummins.
Yeah.
He's a professional, a former professional basketball player.
Yeah.
He played on the NBA. So yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting film. People are gonna love it when it comes out. So yeah.
How is he playing as a wife? Like, how does tell us the backstory behind it? Like, how do you have to behave?
I
How
know.
is it?
'Cause, being that I'm not a wife,
Yeah.
but like watching, like, you know, taking in like my mom and
Yeah.
like, you know, other wives, it was intimidating at first.
Yeah.
Because of who I was, you know, playing a wife to
Yeah.
Terry. So I was like, you know, a little bit nervous. And then, you know, he made it easier. He made it easy for me.
First of all, which kind of wife? Is it the African wife or the white American kind of wife? Because I know those are
Yeah.
two different kinds of wives. So which kind of wife is it?
I play it's American. I actually play
American.
American wife.
Wow.
Yeah, in that. And she's, how can I explain her? She's kind of like, I don't know, she's on her man, but not really. And you just see, you just like go on this like journey with her.
Yeah.
On what she's going through. And like, I don't want to give it away. I like people to watch it and just have fresh mind with watching it. But it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And you know, you get to see her do her thing. So I know. But she's an American wife, so yeah.
Are there some like playing as a wife? Are there some characters you've played that have made you like want to think, like, I need to change my life to this? Are there like some characters whereby they can just have a change in you?
Let me see. A change in me. I would say maybe not necessarily playing a wife, but when I was lost in an island.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, no, I definitely don't want to go through this because I was actually stuck there.
Yeah.
They actually made us feel like we were stuck.
Like
there.
you made there was that feeling.
Yeah. It literally made us feel like we were stuck there. So that I don't want to.
So they brought out the realistic aspect of it.
Yeah. Real realistic.
So you don't want to get lost anywhere.
No.
For someone who travels a lot, I'm sure like you've been lost somewhere sometime, maybe in some airport somewhere around.
Yeah, but on a stranded island, no. I was literally stuck on the island. I was bit all over everything. Oh my gosh.
The mosquito, it was like an actual island.
And
yeah,
the life rafting exploded on me.
What, the life jacket?
Yeah, it was like just so much I went through filming that. That's Bermuda Island.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot filming Bermuda Island. Like,
but you didn't get injured or anything?
Yeah, no. It was just not like injury, just things like mosquito bites and just normal things. Not things that's like
out of the norm.
No.
But you're just in an island.
Yeah, just the thought of being there on an island, edge of the world, the water.
Yeah.
Was kind of scary.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's an actual scary film. So
it's an actual scary film.
Bermuda Island is scary. There's like monsters in it. Seriously. Seriously, there's a subliminal message behind that film. So people go watch it.
Yeah.
They can like let us know what message they saw. It's a subliminal message.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Coming from an African accent, saying the word sub.
subliminal.
Subliminal.
I might even say it. Sometimes I say things differently too. Yeah.
So Tracy Obonna.
Yes.
So where are you like, let's say in terms of acting, let's say in 10 years, where do you see Tracy Obonna?
Ooh, in 10 years?
Yeah.
That's a good question. 10 years, definitely married with kids, for sure.
In 10 years,
of course,
okay.
of course.
Guys, we are timing.
I
In
know.
10 years, we are timing. Yeah.
Living comfortably and honestly, still doing roles. I still want to be acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to be acting. Maybe more producing now and maybe teaching the newer generation.
Yeah.
And just being a little bit more helpful, like in terms of my humanitarian works. Let's see what's up in 10 years. Okay. Definitely. Yeah.
So looking at the Hollywood industry and the Nollywood, what's one thing you want to take to, let's say, Nollywood and make it like go further than where it is? Like take it like, what do you think, what footprint do you want to leave in like the Nollywood industry?
Okay. Basically just, there's a lot of gatekeepers.
Yeah.
So they're needed because they make things, like a little bit more stabilized and everything. I know everyone's always against gatekeepers, but they're there for a reason.
Yeah.
So maybe just like having the avenue a little bit more smoother for people who really want to do it.
Yeah.
I find that we should allow people's creativity to shine and for them to, exhibit it.
Yeah.
I would definitely want to change that. And just have the gatekeepers just be a little bit more lenient and welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's now to the Nollywood people. Like now how to the female actress just getting into the industry. What's the one advice you will give them?
Okay, one advice.
Like a female actor just getting into, maybe she's just landed her first gig.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say advice for me is stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Own your look. Own your look. Own your look.
What do you mean by owning your look?
Own your look, because it's like everyone always wants to look like someone else or things like that. But just owning your look and knowing that your look is special.
Yeah.
And that you are special. And that if you exhibit it, believe in it, it will come to fruition.
Yeah.
You just got to keep working hard at it. Don't get discouraged. Stick together too as women. Don't try not to, I know it's hard, but try not to kind of go against each other, support each other. We'll go far.
Yeah.
We'll go far.
Okay.
So that's kind of advice. Stick with each other.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us, how do you prepare for a movie?
Ooh. Juicy. I prepare for movies. Yeah. It's serious. Not serious, but to me, I take in the script. I sit with it, right? I sit with it. I get to just know the script.
First of all, how long do you sit with the script?
I just sit with it.
Yeah.
Sit with it, take it wherever I go with me. So I just look through it and just really take it in. And then I start building on the character. Like, oh, who's she? What does she like?
Yeah.
What does she not like? Who is she? Just get to know her a little bit. And then, start like rehearsing my lines and taking it all in. Then the script really doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
As I'm preparing.
Yeah.
Like in terms of before I film, I should say, the script doesn't really mean much when it's time to film because it's just paper.
Yeah, it's just paper.
It's just paper.
Yeah.
So if you know what the character kind of wants, you could just do the scene without it. Yeah, you do the scene without it just because you want to show love. You show love. You don't even need the
so like
you're
acting as a wife, you just the moment you got the script, you're like, okay, what does a wife do?
Yeah, what does a wife do? What does she feel? What does she want?
Yeah.
What does she want? So what are you trying to get, in that scene? So so basically just sitting with the script and just taking in what it's about, what that character is gonna exhibit, what she is gonna feel.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's what I do. I sit with it. I take it with me everywhere, and I research here and there. I research. I try not to research too much
Yeah.
because I want it to come from me,
Yeah.
what I feel the character is, and so yeah.
So how do you separate like the Tracy you and then the actor?
That's what I gotta always work on.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like performing, you know, because like in real life I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm so, and then in film sometimes it comes across as that, and sometimes it's not a good thing because it's like too performative.
Oh,
or
sometimes
too,
you have to like
tone it down.
kick
as
your
an
character
actress.
actually
Yeah,
away.
yeah. I
My question
bring,
is that how do you separate that? Those
yeah,
two, you and then the character you're supposed to play.
yeah. Taking time, really focusing, working with the people around me too. I like taking advice.
Yeah.
So like the director and whatnot, I try to separate it because I can't be bringing too much of Tracy into it because then it's like, you know, my mom always says it. She's like, oh, it's kind of obvious. And I'm like, oh, that's Tracy. I'm supposed to leave Tracy, you know, at the door and come and do Julia or whoever.
Yeah.
So those are things, that's literally what I'm trying to really work on and build on as an actress is literally separating Tracy from that character. I can't be bringing my giddiness so much into roles if it's not needed.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is needed.
Okay.
And then in terms of the industry and in terms of like the term of like, how do I leave it there? I leave it there
Yeah.
in terms of my work. And then when I go back to my family or my significant other, things like that, I'm just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just me. I try to just forget about it. Like
Forget
I'm not
about
even an
it.
actress. I'm just normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just normal, you know. I check it at the door. I leave it at the, you know, at the on set.
Yeah. So what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever gone through on set?
Oh, wait. Okay, let's see.
Okay,
What?
let me make it better. The most embarrassing thing and the most beautiful thing. Like
Yeah.
you're like, wow.
What was the most embarrassing? Has anything embarrassing ever happened? Oh, wow, that's a good question. What's embarrassing that's happened on set with me? I can't. I was like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? I'm trying to think. Where is any? Like, you dummy, what did you do that for? I'm trying to think. I don't. Embarrassing. That's a good, very good question. I really can't think. Maybe forgetting my lines, but even still,
Yeah.
what was embarrassing? I have to. There must be one. There must be one. I don't. Oh, okay.
Yeah, finally we found
Yeah,
it.
we found one.
We found
Okay.
it. We found it.
The set food.
Yeah.
I was on set with Felicia Rashad.
Yeah.
Yeah, filming. I can't remember the name. Oh, I can't remember the name. But and there was eggs, and there was a scene, and then she came and she was like, "Don't be eating that." I guess that was kind of embarrassing. We weren't supposed to be eating it.
Oh, you're not supposed to eat it.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to eat it, but I thought we were like supposed to. And she came over and said something.
So you guys used the props wrongly.
Yeah, I used the props wrong. What's the name of the film? Felicia Rashad. Sanaa Lathan is in it too. They filmed it here in Toronto.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name. Mad. But what's the name of it?
Forgotten the name of it. It will come. It will come.
A Raisin in the Sun.
Whistle in the
A Raisin in the Sun.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where
the
you
name of
eat the
film.
eggs.
Yeah. And Felicia Rashad had to come and tell me, no, you guys don't be. So that was like an embarrassing moment. And then a really good moment would be, on set. So when I was, How Do They Fall? Yeah.
Yeah.
In Santa Fe,
Yeah.
we filmed that. And it's with like Jonathan Majors and Idris Elba and whatnot. And like the director, like, I don't know, he just came
Yeah.
over and was like, what's your name? What were you? I said, Tracy. He's like,
Yeah.
Tracy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that was funny. I don't know why that was good, but it was just like James Samuel. So he's like an affluent director.
Yeah.
and he's working with like Will Smith, with Sean Carter, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So for him to come and like, like say that to me and stuff in that moment, it was, I felt okay about it. I felt nice
Yeah.
about it.
Do you feel starstruck when you meet like all these big people in movies and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
So how do you control it? You're not like,
Yeah, no,
Idris
no.
Elba
I
and
try.
stuff?
Yeah, I do, but not like. I try not to make it so obvious.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, I get like that too. I'm normal. I'm like, oh my god, that's
Yeah.
oh, that's and yeah, I do that. Sure. I
Oh.
do. I just control it. Be professional.
Yeah.
I got to be professional and everything. So, and I can't look weird in front of them.
Yeah, you have to actually came back to
Yeah,
work.
but I still show respect and
Yeah.
stuff. But,
What was your what was your first reaction with actually first tell us the first time you met and how was the reaction?
the first time
Like you were in a movie with stars, like you're like, oh my God.
okay. Ooh, see, I just thought of it.
Yeah.
When I did a show with Vivica A. Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called The Missing. And I was starstruck by her because I think she was producing it too.
Yeah.
And she was like, all right, okay, next scene,
Yeah.
So I was like watching her, I was like, wow. She's,
Sure.
she works nice. Vivica works good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like learning from her too.
Wow.
I was like looking, and I was like, oh, okay, nice. Okay, that's what she's doing. Okay. Oh, okay. I was taking notes.
Yeah. So let's go back a bit in history.
Okay.
How did you know you have this passion for acting?
Okay. Ooh. Way, way, way back.
Yeah.
Elementary school, maybe like the third grade.
Third grade?
Third grade.
Yeah.
Like I was probably 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
I was always like writing in my journals, I'm going to live in Hollywood. I'm going to be a movie star. Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
I remember it. And you know those journals that have like the lines
Yeah.
and then the square to write the pictures?
Yeah.
I would literally I'd like write it, my journals.
At elementary school.
Elementary school, Pauline Vanier here in Brampton.
Wow.
So I wonder if my teachers still have that book. But I would literally write it down. That's why it's good if you want something, write it down.
Yeah.
Write it
It
down, write it
helps.
down. I would write it down. So that's when I knew I was in school plays, Free to Be You and Me, Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, A Doll's House. Yeah, so way, 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 way back, I've always known that I wanted to be an actress.
Was your family supportive of you being an actor? Because I know like people coming from a African background home, they're like, doctor, nurse, or lawyer, something of the sort.
Yeah, they are supportive. I remember when they really like became supportive, and it was way back too. This was like maybe 4th or 5th grade. Some kids on my street were filming a film, and they came and knocked on our door, and they were like, "Oh, could Tracy come outside and do a film with us?" I remember, and my parents looked at each other because they answered the door, and they were like, "Nah, let her do it. You never know."
You never know, yeah.
That's exactly what my dad and mom said. They said, "You never know. Okay, Tracy, you can go." I just went down the street to play with Jessica and Brody and them down our street.
Yeah.
And we were filming, and we were little. So they were supportive from then. And even till like high school times, college times too, they were like, my dad's like, it's hard. I was using his accent because we're Nigerian, but he's like, it's hard,
That's it's hard though.
But yeah, it's hard. Oh, it's hard because it usually goes to the kids of the people who did it before and all that stuff. So he would say those things to me.
There'll be examples brought about.
Yeah, like, oh, it's hard. I was like, I'm not trying to discourage you. You could still get it.
Yeah.
But you have to work hard at it. You have to penetrate. You have to get in there. So yeah, they've been supportive, and they've always just said, have a fallback on, something to fall back on, and things like that.
Wow.
So I continue my education with school just in case of anything.
So like when you went to school, what did you study for like in uni?
I did finance.
Finance?
Yeah, I did accounting because showbiz.
Yeah.
So corny, I know. I literally did it. I was like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do theater and finance and like accounting and stuff because it's show business. That's why I did that. So I would.
So you wanted
accounting.
also to learn the business aspect of being an actor?
Yeah.
How is that different from being an actor, like the business side of it now?
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand because if you're just so into the talent part, you could just be doing it like, at the park for fun.
Yeah.
But then the business part about it is
Yeah.
like, yeah. So
You
you
gotta
have
have to pay some bills too.
yeah, you gotta pay your bills.
Yeah.
You gotta pay your bills and all those things, And so that's why it goes hand in hand. So I had to be realistic,
Yeah.
You dream, but dream realistically. So, and it helps too to have that, to,
Yeah.
be able to
But how
push
did you
yourself.
navigate the time, like now acting and also being in school? How did you like divide your time?
Night classes sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah. And just being like a little bit ahead. So if I had papers due, I
Yeah.
would always do it a week before. Even if it was just a rough draft, I made sure I got it done a week before it was due, just so I had that extra time to like, it's done. Once you have the rough draft
Wow,
done,
I
you're
feel
done.
embarrassed right now because my whole university life, all my essays, I was finishing them minutes before. Minutes before. Like the deadline is midnight.
Yeah.
I'm finishing the essay. I'm like putting in the notes, the quotations,
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. The night, like 5 minutes before it's due.
The works cited and everything, bibliography. Yeah, always did it a week before. So that helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in university, you still had gigs going on, and at the same time, you still had classes going on.
Same time.
Same time.
Same time. Literally same time. Yeah, same time. Some of my films were filmed while I was in school. Same time. Yeah, same time. Yeah.
Wow. Like how long did this go for? Like
It went on for like, because I did my undergrad in New York.
Yeah.
My MBA in Florida. So Florida, it went on for about 3 years.
Yeah.
So another thing is what I did too was you could stretch out your classes.
Yeah.
You could take like
A few classes here and there.
yeah, take like 4 classes this semester.
Yeah.
Take 3 the next one. You don't have to take like 8 just to finish
Yeah.
quickly. So I spread it apart. Yeah.
Wow. Like mix a career. Plus, you also went ahead and did an MBA after finishing an undergrad.
Yeah. I did my MBA.
So where's your passion? Is it acting or
Acting
school?
is my passion.
Is 100%.
100%. 100%. I do that because
So the university was just now to elevate you, just like add-ons.
yeah, because you have to be educated, and then like my folks, with that, and then just to be realistic. Like sometimes they go through times where you might not get roles, you might not get any roles.
Yeah.
Not because you're bad or anything. It's just the season.
It's just the reality
timing.
of life too.
They don't want you. They don't want you. So you have
Yeah.
to still, and then
Are
at
there
the
roles
time,
you have declined?
yeah, yes. I declined a role. I had to hurt a child. I said no.
What?
Yeah, I said no.
Like in the movie?
In the movie, I hurt a child. Like I hurt a child. A guy that I'm talking to's child. I hurt in the film. I said I can't do this. This is too dark.
Yeah.
Hurting a child, because like characters I take, I have to somehow relate to them in a way, right?
Yeah.
Some way, just a little, or I can kind of like fantasize about that character a little bit. So that's why I say some characters are not me. Is why I want to play them.
Yeah.
But in a fantasy way. But that I can't even fantasize about, like hurting a child.
Wow.
No, I can't.
So it's a thing, people like declining roles.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like you can't do it.
Yeah, if you feel it's too much, it's too, like, maybe too much nudity too.
Yeah.
I've declined. If it's too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes here and there.
So do they tell you that before or after? Like when you read the script, do you know from the script or that one you're told beforehand?
Sometimes they usually tell you beforehand, like, okay, this is going to be topless.
Yeah.
They tell you, do you want this is going to be topless? And then, so it's up to you. Or we're going to need you in this, or we're going to need you in that. Sometimes you take it in and you can kind of work with the director a little bit. But usually, or even reading the script, like you said, you might see it like, a love scene.
Yeah.
So if it tells that, you let them know. If they say, no, we want this, then you got to decline it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have to decline? Ali, like, take us through like the declining process. Like you've read the script. Let's say you agreed at first. Then you see like, okay, this is maybe too much love scene. Do you decline at the script process or from the word go?
From it's not usually the script process. No,
Yeah.
the script process, by then you're already in.
Oh, by the time you're in the script
Yeah,
process,
you're
you
already
have already
in.
signed everything.
You're
Everything
usually
is-
already in, like,
Yeah.
because usually they just give you like excerpts of it
Yeah.
and or like sides from it, but usually they tell you like this is gonna be, you're gonna have this scene and we want topless.
Yeah.
So it's up to you if you're gonna do it or not. So,
Wow.
yeah, it comes with it. It's you have to be authentic to the character. So it's not you.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's the character. So you shouldn't feel any way about it. But if you do, decline it.
Wow.
Yeah, decline it.
So from actor's perspective, let's say you are married, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are doing that kind of movies. How do you go to explain it to your spouse that I'm going to do this? Because I've seen movies whereby I'm like, okay, this is topless.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, the acting life, your whole bio is online. You have kids, maybe a husband. How do you go home and explain? How do you navigate through that?
Right. Okay. So that's why, like earlier, you have to have someone that's supportive of
Yeah.
you and to know that it's art you're
Yeah.
creating and it's it's work. It's work. So it's not real,
Yeah.
and you just have to like. Sometimes they shouldn't watch it.
They
You
shouldn't
sick
watch
of it?
it?
Others should maybe just not watch it. Yeah. Don't watch. You don't have to. Sometimes I don't watch myself.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. What?
You can be in a movie and not watch the movie.
I won't. Because I can't. Like, it's not for me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. In terms of maybe critiquing myself, I'll just see, here and there, but I can't sit and just watch my film. What am I doing? That's crazy. Even some screenings, I'm outside. Like, I'm out in the like lobby
Yeah.
and stuff. And my sister was like, oh, well, we want to go in, Tracy. Let's go. I say, you guys go.
So you'll go for the opening, like the release and everything, but you won't watch it.
Not like that. Like I sit in theaters. If I'm in the theater, I go like this. It's not for me. It's like, I know, I don't I don't watch it. I know, I don't. So so if my significant other and I'm doing that, if it's something like that, don't watch it. Don't watch certain things. If they're not gonna feel some way, you gotta respect them,
So how will your partner be supportive by not watching?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they can watch it, but it depends the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends the scenes. So yeah, it depends the scenes. For me, like in the past, my past relationships, like I used to talk to an actor. So I was used to it. So, and if someone asked us, I was like, oh, how do you guys navigate? We're cool with it because like I understand, he understood. If it's someone that's not in it, just explain to them it's work, it's your art.
Yeah.
And everybody has to be, adults about it. Yeah,
Wow.
It's
That's adulting 2.0.
you have to be adults about it and know it's work. It's professional. That's why I feel like in the film world, everything is professional because of what you're dealing with,
Yeah.
So they're like cordial, they're respectful. It's so respectful. It's not disrespectful at all. It's a very respectful industry to me. What I've found, like when I go in to play different characters and things like that, it's so respectful because people have families, significant others, and even jobs, right? Like you know how people do, like before I would do accounting on the side and things like that. So everybody has to know it's professional, it's art, and let's all be adults about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
I'm still internalizing you won't watch your own movie.
I know.
The day I happen to be in a movie, I'm watching it 10 times.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But now talking to an actor, probably I may get the same feeling.
Yeah. Like to watch it so, like, because you feel like, oh, I could change this. I should have did this. You go crazy. And you critique yourself, but which is okay and nice.
Yeah.
So, not to just sit there and just watch my own film. No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I know.
So which actor do you look forward to? Like, if you were to choose a movie, you are in it. Which actor would you want? Like, you haven't worked with yet. You want to work with, like, badly.
Genevieve Naji. She's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what?
She made me want to get in it.
Really?
I'm telling you.
To be honest, I was thinking you're gonna say someone like on this side. I was not expecting Genevieve and Naji.
Genevieve Naji.
Yeah.
And she's gone now, but Marilyn Monroe. I like both. I like all sides.
Yeah.
So I have that, and then for now, those are like the ones that I'm into.
Yeah.
A lot right now. So it can change, but for now, like those are like my main ones. I'm obsessed with both of them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Marilyn,
Genevieve and
and Genevieve.
I haven't seen her in movies for a while now.
I know, obsessed. I'm obsessed. I know. I know. I haven't seen her. That's why she should do more. She's going to, maybe. But yeah.
Honestly, I was expecting all kinds of other names, but I didn't expect anything like from Africa or so. By Genevieve Naji, that's a big name.
Yeah.
Wow. Tracy Obonna and Genevieve Naji in that movie. Wow. In my family household, it reached a point like, like when you grow up as a kid, we're watching way too many Nigerian movies. We couldn't skip the one for Genevieve.
You see?
That one, honestly, you can't skip.
You can't.
It's however the script is, we really didn't care. Like, they're those standout actors.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Genevieve Naji.
Yeah, she's amazing. Trust me. In acting, that's the one right there. Trust me.
Wow. Will you ever like direct an Nollywood movie?
Directing?
Yeah. Or producing?
Producing?
Yeah.
That's cool. Directing, I don't know if I'm there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm there yet to direct. Like
Actually, give us the difference: a director, a producer, and an actor.
Okay. So,
what are the roles?
Yeah. So the producer is more like they come up with the concepts, the funding.
Yeah. Okay, who writes the
signing
script?
the checks.
Yeah.
Sometimes they double and like write the script and direct too, but usually they're more like they sign the checks, the paperwork, and that aspect of it.
Yeah.
The directors are like the boss at work.
Yeah.
So you come in, hey boss, like that's like the director. So like they're in charge of the whole ensemble, the whole cast is the director.
Yeah.
And so we have to listen to the director.
Yeah.
That's the boss. And then the actors are just the talent. So we work for the boss.
Okay.
And the boss works for the producers. So
so the chain of command is the producer, director, then the actors.
But you got to listen to the director. The director runs it's their set.
Yeah. So the director is the one who put the cut, whatever, and everything else.
Yeah. Director. So it's like director. I'm not there yet to be a director. Not yet. I don't think.
I don't know why I always assume like if you can be an actor, you can be a director.
Yeah, you could. It's just, I don't think I'm there yet to direct,
Yeah.
I mean, of course I can, but in terms of like taking it on for like a career path, I'm not there yet. Yeah.
Your passion is still in like acting is.
I want to get a character and like figure her out,
Yeah.
That's what I'm into that a lot right now.
Like figuring out.
Like just figuring out that character, bringing that person to life and like having them taste the world. I'm into that right now. I don't want to direct right now. Not yet. It's not a bad thing. I just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in total, how many movies will you say you have been in so far?
10.
10.
Yeah, like 10. Because like I don't really have a lot of big roles in a lot of them. I just started getting decent roles like the past maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
So I've just, so about 10. Yeah, I think it's 10. 10 films.
That's a lot. Yeah. And how long does a movie take? Like
to film?
Yeah.
You could film a movie in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
A week or 2 weeks. If you want to. But if you want to film a film,
Yeah. What's the longest you've been in? The one you've gone to film for a longest
For
one?
a long, long time. Ooh. The longest was, I think, Harder They Fall. We went there. I was there for like 3 months in Santa Fe.
3
From
months?
October to December during the pandemic.
You're not living, you're just there?
No, living there. We were staying there. They had places there for us.
3 months straight?
October to December. Yeah. 2020 or 2021? The ending of 2021, we filmed it. Oh no, it came out 2021. Ending of 2020. So for 3 months, from October, they had us there in Santa Fe until December. So about, 3 months.
So 3 months of filming. You're not going home. You're not going anywhere. You're in Santa Fe.
I was in Santa Fe, yeah. So some days you're not on set though.
Yeah.
Some days they might not need you, but you still have to
But
be
you're
there.
still around.
Yeah. So that was like the longest. And then sometimes a month it takes to film.
Yeah.
You're there for a month. When I filmed Passport, I was in Atlanta for 1 month. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks, depending on your
On your
character.
role.
Yeah. If you have a really intricate role,
Yeah.
they'll need you longer.
Wow.
They'll
But-
need you longer.
3 months.
Yeah.
How does that feel like being away from home for 3 months?
Oh boy. I know. I get homesick. That's one of the sacrifices in doing this. I get
Yeah.
so homesick. Yeah, I do. You do. I'm not gonna lie, you do. I get homesick.
Wow.
I wanted to rush back home.
So you're like, wow, I miss the
Yeah.
Canadian winter. I really need to go.
I rushed right back. I was right back in Toronto as soon as we wrapped.
Like straight up out.
Yeah. Not like, oh, yeah. I get homesick. I I like being back home here and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
I love it.
So as we wrap up,
Yeah.
so tell people where to get your movies and stuff.
Okay.
Give them where to find Tracy.
Okay.
And last advice to anyone who's getting into the industry. Just advise someone there who's just now like I want to get where Tracy is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You can check out any of my movies on Netflix or Tubi or Prime. Yeah, a couple of them are on it. Arena Wars is on Prime right now. You guys check it out. It's pretty dope. And you guys can find me right now. I'm on Instagram, Tracy Obonna, simple.
Yep.
And some advice I would like to give aspiring artists or anybody inspiring to be great in life in general is to literally believe in yourself and just never give up. No matter how many times you fall or you don't get something, it's not a failure. Learn from it and keep going. And when you want something done, write it down, guys. Write it down, and just keep writing it down. And yeah, that's my advice. Just keep going, keep going. Don't give up. As long as we're still alive, we still have a chance to be anything we want to be. There's no cap.
Yeah.
Literally, there's none.
So long as you're
None.
alive.
As long as you're alive, you can keep going. Today, you can change it. Tomorrow, anytime. Keep resetting. It doesn't matter how many times we have to reset and start over. Let's keep doing that. I have to keep doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my advice.
So guys, you've heard from Tracy. Never give up. Keep doing it. So long as you're alive, you can still reset. And that's it from Moussa and friends with Tracy Obonna.
Yes.
Thanks for watching and we out. Peace.